The Fermi-Dirac function, it is represented by Fe and it is called Fermi-Dirac probability function, and it specifies fraction of all energy state E occupied under thermal equilibrium condition. And the mathematical formulation for Fermi-Dirac probability function is represented by Fe is equal to 1 upon 1 plus e to the power E minus Ef upon kT, where the terms K is Boltzmann's constant and temperature T is the temperature in degree Kelvin, and Fe is the Fermi level or characteristic energy for the crystal in electron volt. Fermi level represent the energy state with 50% probability of being filled if no forbidden band exists. These statements can be verified by equation. This equation, that means if we put E is equal to Ef in this above represented equation, then Fe is equal to 1 upon 1 plus e to the power 0, because if we put E equal to E naught Ef in this equation, then this term will be 0, e to the power 0, and e to the power 0 is equal to 1. So Fe expression, the expression for Fe will reduce to 1 upon 1 plus 1. So it will be 1 upon 2 for any temperature T. So Fe represent the probability, or it represent the fraction of energy state E occupied, all energy state occupied under thermal equilibrium. So if E is equal to Ef, that means if Fermi level energy equal to E, then the probability of being filled equal to 1 by half or 50%. So Fe is equal to 1 by 2 for all temperature if E equal to Ef. So in this equation Fe, and there is a term E minus Ef. So we can plot a graph between Fe versus E minus Ef. So the plot of Fe versus E minus Ef, the expression for Fermi-Dirac probability function Fe is equal to 1 upon 1 plus e to the power E minus Ef upon kT. So if we put, or if we take T equal to 0 Kelvin, then there will be two cases. The first one is E minus Ef is greater than 0. That means E is greater than Ef. So the exponential term in the expression will tends to infinity, because if we put E to the power E minus Ef upon kT, where T is 0 and E minus Ef is positive term. So E is equal to some positive value upon 0. So it is e to the power infinity. So e to the power infinity equal to infinity, and Fe is equal to 1 upon infinity equal to 0. So if E minus Ef is greater than 0, then this term will reduce to e to the power infinity, and e to the power infinity equal to infinity, and Fe equal to 1 upon infinity equal to 0. So there is no probability of finding occupied quantum state of energy E is greater than Ef at absolute 0. This is the one case when we consider the temperature T equal to 0 Kelvin. The other case, and or the second case, is if E minus Ef is less than 0. So this one, E is less than Ef. So the expression Fe equal to 1 upon 1 plus e to the power E minus Ef upon kT. This T terms equal to 0, and expression E minus Ef is negative term. So Fe equal to 1 upon 1 plus e to the power minus infinity, and the term e to the power minus infinity is equal to 0, and so Fe equal to 1. For the condition when T equal to 0 Kelvin or at absolute 0 temperature, when E minus Ef is less than 0, then the probability Fermi-Dirac probability Fe equal to 1. So this statement can be, or this condition can be given in a statement like that: if all the quantum level with energy less than Fe or all quantum level energy state with energy less than Ef will be occupied at absolute 0 temperature. So we know that the density in space rho E equal to given by the product of Ne and Fermi-Dirac probability function, and we described in the previous video then Ne density of a state, where Ne is the density of a state, Ne equal to gamma e to the power half. So if the condition at absolute 0, if E minus Ef equal to E minus Ef is greater than 0, then Fe is equal to 0 and rho E equal to 0. And if E minus Ef is less than 0, then rho Fe equal to 1 and rho E equal to gamma e to the power half. So this relationship rho E at absolute 0 with these two conditions is called completely degenerate energy distribution function. So if we say that at at 0 absolute 0 temperature or at 0 degree Kelvin, all particles, that is all charge carrier, must have a 0 energy. But the fact that the electrons have energy between 0 to Ef at absolute 0 temperature or 0 degree Kelvin is a consequence of Pauli exclusion principle, because according to Pauli principle, no two electron can have same set of quantum numbers, so all electron cannot have a same energy even at 0 degree Kelvin. So even at absolute 0 temperature, the energy of the electron vary in between 0 to Ef. So our main motive is the graph plotting the graph between Fermi-Dirac function Fe and E minus Ef. So we know the equation of Fe equal to 1 upon 1 plus e to the power E minus Ef upon kT. So first we will plot graph for at t equal to 0 Kelvin. So at t equal to 0 Kelvin, we got two conditions: Fe is equal to 0 for E minus Ef greater than 0, and Fe equal to 1 for E minus Ef less than 0. So if we take in x-axis E minus Ef term and in y-axis Fe, and this is the point 0, this is a positive value of E minus Ef and this is a negative value of E minus Ef. So at t equal to 0 Kelvin, for positive value of E minus Ef, the Fermi function or Fermi-Dirac function value is equal to 0, and for negative value of E minus Ef, the Fermi-Dirac function value is the maximum. And if we want to plot the same function for different value of t, that is for t equal to 300 Kelvin and for t equal to 2500 Kelvin, then the graph is for T equal to 300 Kelvin is represented by the green line, and the graph for T equal to 2500 Kelvin is represented by orange color graph. So all these graph or all the graph for different value of T must pass through a point corresponding to the Fe equal to 0.5. Apart from this, we know that if we want to plot the graph between rho E and energy E, then we find out the relationship between rho and E, as rho E equal to 0 for E is greater than EF, and rho E is equal to gamma e to the power half for E is less than EF. So if we taking the energy in x-axis and rho E in y-axis, and if we consider a point EF here, then for value less than EF, rho E follow the expression gamma e to the power half, and the curve will be like this. And for EF is greater than EF, the value of rho E equal to 0 at absolute zero temperature. And the total area of this curve is simply the total number of free electrons per cubic meter of the metal. And if we want to increase the temperature, that is at T equal to 2500 Kelvin, we find out the graph is like this blue line graph. The area of both these graphs must be equal, and all graph must pass through this point corresponding to gamma e to the power half upon 2. So we can find out from this graph that there is very less effect of temperature. The effect of the high temperature is to give those electrons having the higher energy, which is in the neighborhood of EF, whereas the lower energy have left practically undisturbed. Now the area under the above curve is represent the total number of free electrons in metal. So N equal to integration of the above graph, which is represented by this expression, and the limit is 0 to EF. So N equal to 0 to E 0 to EF gamma e to the power half dE. So if we integrate this expression, then we find out and manipulate the equation, then we find out EF Fermi level energy equal to 3n upon 2 gamma to the power 2 by 3. And if we put the value of constant gamma equal to 6.8 into 10 to the power 27, then EF equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 and to the power 2 by 3. So the Fermi level value, also Fermi level and EF value of EF is different or vary from metal to metal according to the N number of free electrons and the numerical value of most of the metal, or the numerical value of EF for most of the metal is less than 10 electron volt.